Hey guys, alright, so I don't know if you can see me, but I'm doing my best to have this set up in a way. So I have this gigantic aloe plant, and I tell you, I feel like this plant is from 2013, 2014. Gosh, I purchased this plant at the same time as one of my syngoniums, but I've given this one like a pot upgrade, but now this plant has multiplied so many times and it's produced babies, and I think it's time for this pot to get an upgrade. I'm just gonna give it like a 2-inch, I think, upgrade into this plastic pot. So let's just get going because I feel so bad. Look, I pulled the plant out and it just came out the dirt by itself. So the entire pot just came out of the soil, can you see? And it's the healthy roots. I know I don't struggle with root rot for this plant because the pot that it's been living in has just like drainage holes, and it also stores water at the bottom, so I never had to worry about this like seeping into the soil and getting just root rot issues. So I am going to clean this pot and I am going to use it for another plant. Especially I love that it has the drainage holes at the bottom and a saucer to just like help self-water this plant. You see, it has a little hole right here. So I love this pot. I've gotten this is by the brand Misco, whatever, doesn't matter. So just put this to the side. I have this pot here. I don't know how large this pot is. Either way, it's just a respectable size upgrade for this pot, for this plant. And again, this aloe, I actually don't want to even divide it because it's pointless to divide this plant for me. And I have some lemongrass. My mom likes to let lemongrass just dry. So yeah, this plant has divided so many times. So for soil, I'm going to keep this plant soil basic. I'm going to use a mixture of soil, perlite, and a bit of sand. I just want to keep this just a regular aloe mix that I've given this plant for the last several years. I'm just gonna slide this aside. Alright, so here's my pot. So I actually plan on switching some of my products over. I'm just gonna finish the ones that I have and I'm gonna buy new ones. But again, everything that I'm using right now I'll have linked down in the description box below. Just gonna add a fair amount of perlite. And I'll just take this here, baby. Okay, so I have just a little bit of molding. That then I'll just toss out. But when you look at these roots, this plant, I'm so happy it's not root bound. Oh my god. And I'll break up the soil to release these roots so I can just entice them to grow. Guys, this plant is just, I don't even know what to do with it. You know what? I'm gonna separate this plant because I feel like I can't just pot this whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna add some sand. Good amount of sand. This plant is so old and it's so big and it's so leggy. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. It's like I'm gonna have to just, I don't want to break it apart. I just want to like put this whole entire thing inside. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna attempt this again. The attempting to re-pop this in here. Okay, I like how this looks much more. Let's mix the soil again. My gosh, I don't know what to do with this plant anymore. But all I know is that I have a bunch of casualties. If I move this aside. Anyone want some aloe? Look at all these casualties. The great thing is I can use this for my skin, I can use this for my hair, I can actually consume this. I can use it for just like first aid, for wounds, for all of that. I love aloe and I'm so happy to have aloe. It's a great plant to have in your home for, again, so many different reasons. And get you an aloe plant, guys, and you just ignore it and you just watch it grow like a monster, like mine has. Can you see? This is such a very like messy repotting, but what can you do, right? And I also have like my African milk tree in here that I'm gonna remove. I have an African milk tree in here, so I remove this and I'm gonna pot it into something else, because if you guys can see the size of my cacti, my euphorbias, my African milk trees, and this is all from the same like lot. This one has not grown at all in the last 5 years because it didn't have a pot to grow from, and even the new growth are just so flimsy. Can you see? So I'm gonna go ahead and like pot this with the others. So guys, yeah, I'm pretty much done. Thank you so much for watching this video of, I don't know, I just needed to get this plant into a bigger pot because it's begging for a bigger pot. I'm gonna go ahead and water this, and I'm gonna place it back in my kitchen where it's been living for all of its life. And yeah, as you can see, even though it's looking the way it's looking, I have just a bunch of exponential, like an exponential amount of like new growth happening. So I don't really care to water this plant much. I really don't water this plant much. I honestly maybe water this plant like once a month, if like at that most. Yeah, these are really unfussy plants. They're really not fussy at all. They're very beneficial for you, and they're very just easy to care for. And of course, you know, this one here is just in everybody's business. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already. Join this little kooky family because we're pretty awesome here. And yeah, let me know, do you have aloe plants in your culture? What is like aloe used for? Again, I'm Haitian, so aloe has many different just like natural herbal properties for me, and being American too, it has all added up. So yeah guys, I'll see you in the next one.